If I think when I first saw Roy Lichtenstein's art, I'm sure that it was from a Life magazine. And that speaks to the power of Roy's work, that the everyday person could be able to be in dialogue with art really at the highest level, communicating the most profound information, what we all want, what we're all searching for to live richer and fuller lives. And Roy always delivered that. I'm Jeff Koons. I'm an artist. I live in New York, and it's a pleasure to speak about Roy Lichtenstein today. When I was an artist and I started to have success, the first thing that I acquired was Roy's Surrealistic Head #2. Over the years, I was able to develop a friendship with Roy. He always came to the openings, which was really meaningful that an artist of Roy's caliber would stay in contact with, an artist like myself at that time. At Roy's passing, Dorothy Lichtenstein gave me one of Roy's wooden easels. And it has some of the colors from the series that he did of kind of the Asian paintings, the landscapes. Dorothy was somebody that I felt really carried Roy's legacy. She could always feel the profound love that she had for Roy, that they shared. And it's wonderful to be an artist, but what's really important to us is life. In a philosophical way that I always felt very aligned with Roy's work is the embrace of the everyday. It really showed everyone that we didn't have to be intimidated by art. We don't feel any qualification in interacting with a comic book image. We're not expecting any type of refinement, but we find the refinement. We find the beauty of it. We find the openness of it. And it's made accessible because we open ourselves up to the familiar. Automatically, just by looking at something and opening oneself up to experiencing it, that's the act of interacting. That is having a dialogue with art. And Roy gave us experience. I always loved reflection. My father had a furniture store and I was brought up around a lot of mirrors and objects. But the idea of reflection, it's not just about the myth of Narcissus and the idea of self-love, but to reflect is to be aware of one's own being. That's the beginning of being able to have a dialogue with oneself. So for me, that's what the mirrors of Roy's work are referencing. I work with a reflective surface for the same reason. It's to affirm the viewer that everything about this experience that they're having, it's only relevant to them. It's not relevant to anyone else. It's affirming their existence. And if they interact with the work and they walk out of the room, any idea of art walked out of the room with them, because the art only happens within them. And I think that's a message that, on some level, I think I would have picked up from Roy's work. One of the things that I always liked about Roy's art, and I think influenced my work, his dialogue with art history and the joy of art history. If Roy is kind of referencing, let's say, a Picasso painting, I like this painting, I like Picasso, there's some element there that I enjoy rejoicing in. Well, as soon as you reference Picasso, Picasso is referencing Velázquez, and he's saying, oh, I love Velázquez, and I love his relationship to this. And Velázquez is there saying, oh, I enjoy this relationship with Hans Holbein. And it just goes back through history. Art can change who you are, and you can transcend and become someone else. That's why I got involved with art in the very beginning, to be able to be free and to continue to become. You not only transcend yourself, but as a community, you can change the world. And this sense of transcendence of self is something that Roy really is kind of the epitome of.